can't take vocals and, scripting it. That's how I'm living on some hustle. You're a real hustler, huh? That's pretty neat that you into it.
But I also met
They know she likes to go outside, play soccer by herself. We have make sure like Snoop Dogg, he's an icon in all facets of life.
Biggest icon in the world.
But
I feel like they cheat stupid. They gonna get caught. Yeah, they cheat with their dick like we cheat with our mind. I feel like
no more. But before I let you explain that, I want to show a little clip, a little monster.
I'm on Pandora, YouTube. I'm on
The students and everybody. Carl.
I'm trying to find.
It is what it is. Finally, we went to Ride the Pimp.
There's two cats. No, you can hustle them anyway. There's two cats in high school.
This is the coldest fucking thing that's going on the wall. These the realest niggas out
Yeah, you already know.
Like for real, like this.
God, I go off the mentality of the woman, and I know if I know my woman.
What, Kelly?
Let's go! Welcome. This is the Smartest Dumb People, and I'm the host, Anthony That Dude Johnson. And always, there's gonna be somebody at this table with me. I got my brother LB the Great in the building today. What you call yourself? Universal LB. All right,
Universal Lee. I'm good. He knew.
Listen, man.
From Martin Luther King to Mars.
This is the Smartest Dumb People, man. My guest stood me up, man. I kind of feel a little bit vulnerable, man. I kind of feel like taken advantage of. My guest stood me up, man, and I believed he would be here. He's not here, but the show must go on, man. LB the Great, Anthony That Dude Johnson. Let's get it popping, man. This is the Smartest Dumb People Freestyle Friday. Y'all know what it is. Make sure you like and share. Make sure you like and share, man.
Subscribe.
But we gotta have this cornball conversation, man. We gotta have this cornball conversation.
Cornball.
And so Micheal B. Jordan. Video been all over the internet all week long about Micheal B. Jordan calling the girl out that was interviewing him and basically was like, yeah, the corny kid. Remember when I was in high school, you called me corny. Let's watch the clip. We'll be right back with y'all. No. Should we get straight to it?
No, watch the clip.
Yeah, let's get straight to it. We'll be right back. We didn't get to ask how everybody's day was. I'm used to being here, man. I'm a little off balance today.
My day was kosher. My day, you know what I'm saying? My week is kosher. My day kosher, man. I just slide through.
Slide through life. Keep coasting. Okay, let's get to the show, man. So Micheal B. Jordan, like I said, he was coming for a ladies juggler and basically said, remember you called me the corny kid on the red carpet. So let's watch the clip. We'll be right back.
Micheal B. Jordan, the director and the star of Creed 3. And, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name. But yeah, he is obviously killing things out here. How is the difference between you actually directing and working with the same people that you were directed with versus?
It was awesome. It's a family vibe.
Yeah.
Last nine years of my life, I spent on the Creed films. They're very supportive. Tessa, Felicia, Rashad, Wood Harris, people that see me grow up. And for the fact that I stepped behind the camera and finally got a chance to direct them, they loved it, they embraced it, and it was a wonderful experience.
And was it difficult for you mentally because you're coming out of a different space?
I didn't know he was doing the athletic gear. I was staying in it. It's just about...
All right, so a few things about this clip, man. We back. A few things about this clip. First thing is, I thought what he did was corny. So I think this shit is being taken out of context when people are calling it corny, that he did it in that fashion. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He could have easily flexed on her and joked with her and told her it's all love. And no, he was directly being an asshole.
Right.
Instead of being like, I remember you calling me a corny kid, but it's all good now. What you doing? Like he could have softened the blow. But I feel like in that moment, bruh, to be at the stature you at, you directed this movie, you at the top of your game, you considered the sexiest man alive from what from what they say.
Right.
And all I'm saying is, in that moment, he could have handled the situation better, bro. There's a certain way you could have went about it with flexing on him. And then I posted, I agreed, that he's corny, and then a couple people came in the comments trying to justify it. Took shots. One cat called me corny. One cat called me corny, and listen, man. We could have a paperwork party. I've always been that motherfucker. So I'm just calling it a spade a spade. Listen, we know who that motherfucker. I'm that motherfucker. So I ain't gonna even stay on that too long. LB, what's your opinion on it?
Well, I feel like that it was just what you just did. And so I feel like it was just what you did. And a motherfucker, like I said earlier, a motherfucker caught the vapors. You know what I'm saying? So a motherfucker, yeah, you talking all that back in the, you know what I'm saying?
Let's play a little clip of the vapors real quick so they understand what.
But this is the season of catching the vapors. And since I got time, what I'm going to do is tell you how they spread it throughout my crew. Well, you all know TJ Swan was sang on my records. Make the music, nobody beats the biz. Well, check it. Back in the days before this began, he used to try to talk to this girl named Fran. The type of female with fly Gucci wear, with big truck jewelry and extensions in her hair. When Swan tried to kick it, she always best talking about, baby, please, you work for UPS. Since he wasn't no type of.
All right, so that's the actual clip, man. LB was talking about that earlier today. He said she got the vapors.
She got the vapors.
It's funny you say that because that was definitely a real flex.
Yeah.
But listen, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking too much into it, but I'm in a space, bro, to where I just need positive energy at all times. And anything we do to hurt each other for self is detrimental to what we're trying to do as a society and grow as a black culture in a positive light. See, we can do the negative shit back and forth all day long. We already know that.
Right.
We've been hurting each other for hundreds of years,
right,
and trying to prove each other who's tougher, who got more, who's more cornier, who. And some point in time, we got to sit down and really digest this shit. Like I said, on the surface level, just digest that where we came from and where we're going. So you doing good. She's interviewing, so she's doing good. She on the red carpet. There's no need for that moment to take that shot.
Well, I agree to a point. But what I do not agree with is that they saying it's corny because she's a woman. That's why they saying it's corny. They're not saying it's corny because he flexed or he, mentioned whatever he did. They saying it's corny for a man to do that to a woman, like you bullied me. And so now, what we have is that an individual who was bullied confronts his bully live on camera. It doesn't matter if it's a woman. It doesn't matter that she's black. She was a bully. And he confronted her and he said, remember when you used to call me a cornball? Now what? Society is taking umbrage because she was a woman.
All right, let's see what Joe Budden said. We'll be right back with y'all.
Doing that to a girl is some corny nigga shit.
I can see that.
You being Micheal B. Jordan today, allegedly sexiest man alive in all of these blockbuster movies.
I agree.
During your highlight week, you've probably never been more visible than you are right this second, and that's what you do to her. And if I bring back them white girl rumors, then it's gonna sound even crazier. Then it's gonna sound crazier, because why you talking to our sisters like that on the red carpet? We only ain't talking to white bitches like that. But I'm not gonna make it racy. They say I make everything racy. That was corny of him to speak to that girl like that.
I'm not disagreeing. I would have made
Micheal B. Jordan. That's why niggas call you corny.
Off air. I would have made a joke off air like word.
Hey, Creed. Hey, what's this nigga's name?
I wouldn't have did that in front of
Hey, Creed. In case you were confused.
All right, so that's the actual clip, and I want to read off Maxwell comment. Shout out to Trees. Trees said, I think he stated corny kid because he mentioned she mentioned him going to high school, knowing each other. He joked lightly, then kept it professional and answered her questions. No, I totally disagree with you. If you watch the video, he was shaking people's hands while she was talking. He was definitely trying to totally dig into her.
And like what?
Facts.
Yeah, remember what? No joke in it. I didn't see a laugh. I didn't see a grin. I didn't see a smile. I didn't see nothing. But he shouldn't have. Why should he? So now we condoning bullying and we condoning victims of bullying to be able so now back down because you in a better position. You should be humble and allow for someone who disrespected you, who bullied you, who tormented you, who told you your name was corny.
I don't think it was that bad.
They told him his name was corny.
All right, so it was
okay.
jokes.
So no,
Jokes
that
between
ain't
among
joke.
kids.
That ain't joke. Those people had to be going to a high school for performing arts, and them individuals know that their real name is not their real name. All of this is going on. I believe. I don't know what high school they went to, but it's not like a coincidence where you have individuals end up in the same career field unless they was going to a similar high school. I believe. And so it's a lot to feed into it.
Brandy said he did it jokingly, but she said, didn't he? Hold up.
Well, Brandy said he did jokingly.
But she got thrown in there.
He did jokingly, but if he did not want the problem, what is y'all watching? He did jokingly, but if he didn't want, but if he did what?
Man, stop.
Shit. Rewrite that.
She giving us a seizure.
Rewrite that.
No, listen.
So, but again, I believe that it's tied to that men. They believe that they trying to dumb us down, dog. They trying to demasculinize us. They saw a man sit up and see a woman who he felt like degraded him and flexed on her. He's supposed to.
She said, can y'all read that?
No, obviously not. Obviously not. I don't know what that said. I don't know what the heck.
All right, so man, like again, back to my opinion. I think that he could have done it, and that was not professional, and that's the problem I had because I cringed. Time out.
But why he got to be professional?
I cringed.
That's why he got to be professional.
Because I'm in this. Listen, I seen all the comments. I seen all of the people talking on Facebook. I seen a bunch of cats that was very corny. Very. I want to let everybody know this. A lot of you motherfuckers was corny, condoning this corny shit, and that's the problem. Because see.
What's corny is men acting like they can't. They have to be humble. Like that's weird.
Like
when we dominate. Like hold on, homegirl. I'm a director. You talked just some years ago. Now I'm on top. You sitting here interviewing me. When I was trying to make it, you right here interviewing me. You was talking crazy. So I guess since it's a woman. I
didn't take the woman angle though.
What angle are you taking?
I'm taking the angle that I feel like he could have done it in a situation where he could have pulled her aside and say,
"Why?
Remember you called me." You know,
she didn't pull him to the side.
She didn't do that shit publicly. She didn't call him.
How you know?
Publicly.
School is a public building.
It's just a public
place. I guarantee you, people heard it. Students heard it. Teachers heard it. I guarantee you, it was a joke. Obviously, he was hurt by it. But instead of people recognizing this pain, y'all gonna double down on it and act like that the man shouldn't be affected and hurt because somebody was bullying him.
Man, that man is considered the sexiest
that man ain't
alive.
Considered nothing.
And
he ain't nothing.
Moving, man.
We don't even know what's his name.
Micheal B. Jordan.
Okay, where you know him from? He
movies.
did movies before this, movies before that. I seen him on the
What you talking about? I seen him on the Fruitvale, the fucking
Fruittown. Yeah. But he been on before that. But most people don't even know him from those things.
You a damn
You know
lie.
what I'm saying? I don't know.
Micheal B. Jordan played in
I don't even want to watch.
He played in The Wire as 14 years old.
I love The Wire. I loved him in The Wire. So I still would love him now. But I mean, it ain't got no reason for me not to.
Oh, have you seen him in The Wire?
Yeah.
He looks like a corny kid. In The Wire alone.
Why? Because he got the cornrows?
Yeah.
He's not acting tough on purpose. He's acting. Well, he's acting.
Okay. So, like I said, in my personal opinion, I think that anybody that condoning his actions, see, y'all got to pick a side.
Read Yolanda.
Yolanda says, so what if professionalism when it comes to a motherfucker making you feel lesser than, rather it was 20 years ago or yesterday.
Right.
Okay.
I agree with Yo-Yo. I agree with Yo-Yo.
That's no growth to me.
Growth to what?
Because listen,
my growth is that I'm flashing on you. You can have better gear, couldn't flash it on me. That's my growth. You know what I'm saying? You sitting here interviewing me. I'm the top dog.
No, that shit was corny as hell, in my opinion. Let's get to the next topic, man. I want to knock this topic out. All right, so a Facebook friend of mine posted that women control sex, men control the relationship. I've been saying this shit for years. And I want to have this conversation. So how it works is, we all know, to me, a woman ain't never gonna have a problem getting some sex.
Right.
Shout out to Joshua Blackston. We trying to get him up here. What's his name? Joshua Coleman. We trying to get him up here so we can have this type of conversation. But anyway, she said, dude, cut the shit talking about something that was wrong years ago. I'm past that corny shit. Let's get to the real shit. Let's get to the real beef. The real beef between men and women.
Anthony B. Johnson, this is brother.
Let's get to the real beef of the conversation, man. So the logic of women control sex, men control the relationship. And what that means is, we know women can get sex, but they can't get a man. A lot of them can't. We know men can get a woman. But they ain't out here fucking who they want to fuck.
Okay. Now, I agree with it up to a certain point.
Make sure you like and share.
Okay.
Like and share.
Women can sleep with anybody they want. That's a fact. I wouldn't care who came in here. You say you want to do what? And what? Oh.
Why is that? Why are men so easy?
Because that's what we was put here to do. Now, everybody, men are a bunch of things outside of what they really are. You are a unit, a Johnson. That's it. You are a reproducing machine. Men were made to repopulate the earth. Not worry about what businesses, who can take care of the kids, being with one woman. No. Men was put here to repopulate. That's what men was created for, to reproduce. Women was created for the same thing. So
is women supposed to sleep with multiple men and have babies by multiple men?
Yes. Because if a woman is sleeping with one man and he can't have a kid, and the Most High created you to make babies so that you can populate the earth, then you must move on to the next man. Because you can't fulfill your duty as a woman that was created by the Most High.
I'm gonna take a different angle because you're always taking some biblical angle.
That ain't no biblical angle. It's the fact that can a woman make kids without you?
No.
Can you make kids without a woman?
That has nothing to do.
Well, hold on. That's nothing biblical then. That's just the facts. Men and women need each other. So scrap the biblical. You can't do what you're supposed to do as a man without a woman. A woman can't do what she's supposed to do without you. So, to the point is that sex, women can sleep with any man they want to. Now, they say that a man can marry anybody they want. We just seen a dude that was called Cornball, who considered to do some cornball stuff, proposed to a woman, just said some months ago, and got denied.
Brandy said, don't start with the extra win shit. I've been getting a lot of slack about that shit. I'm not going to even
I don't give a fuck. Listen, y'all catch on to it. You know what I'm saying? It's a song that I like, and he be like, and he do some weird stuff in it. And so, you know.
So you finally break down where
that's where it came from. Because it's a song that I like, and he do weird stuff in the song, like ha 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 and all this. So It's,
You just put the whole spin to it.
So it'll fade off. It'll fade off. But men, sex runs a relationship. Period. Men will be with a woman purely based on sex. A woman will be with a man purely based on sex. They say that they won't, but they will. Because a woman can have a man who does everything, anything from up under the moon, but if she says that she's not sexually gratified, she will go out and seek that sexual gratification that she's not getting from her mate.
But all right, so I want to, because I get what you're saying, but you're speaking about, like, I'm trying to stick to.
We sticking to it. So you think that women control relationship with sex? No, they don't. And that men control relationships? No. Sex controls relationships, period.
But men pick who they want to be with. Women don't really do that a lot of the time.
As far as being in a committed relationship?
Yes.
Right. But
Why is that, though?
But
Why?
a man will commit to a prostitute. We've seen it. Not on movies, but in real life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a fact.
We've seen men commit to women, and the first thing that you be like, why did you pick her?
JR said a woman should be able to have multiple husbands as well. Fuck no.
Yeah. Why not?
I mean,
well, now, but that's only if you are living in society. If we creating a society where men and women is equal, yes, women should have the same husbands as men.
Yolanda, I think you got a good point when she said sex runs a man, not women. But men only want sex. So this is the key.
But women, that's the only thing women got to offer. And if anybody in the comments, please, because if it wasn't that little thing there, you think I'll put up with somebody arguing, fussing, cussing, complaining, bang, act like she don't know where she going, acting like she helpless, acting like she need protection, acting like she need direction, acting like, that's kid stuff. That's kid stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's kid stuff. And so without that, a woman can't provide provision, protection, nothing. You would never see an army of women doing nothing besides complaining and marching and holding signs and doing something weird. You would never see them. You would never see them leading the nation. No knock, but it's the truth. And if I see an army of women, I'm not joining it. Period. Let's get to some little comments.
Jesus Christ!
Well,
God damn! I've never seen a motherfucker hate women so
I love women.
much.
I love women, and women love me. I never disrespected a woman. I got a woman who would tell
Brandy,
you that
I agree with you. Brandy said you sick.
Hold on, time out. I bet you it's a lot of women, and Brandy, not you. But I'm generalizing. I'm not personalizing, but I'm responding to your post. It's a bunch of women in here who can tell you that they got men in their life that call them out their name, disrespect them. I guarantee you that if you call my old lady, she can promise you that I ain't never put my hands on her. I ain't never called her out no name. I ain't never called her no whore, no slut, no B-word, no nothing. Especially to her face. And so,
does that make you more righteous than a man that has?
Yes.
Why?
Because that means you don't have no discipline. That don't mean you have no control. That means that you battle and abuse the people that you love. I don't. Especially women. So me and my thinking, and they say, well, it's off, which it may be, but there's also another element to that.
Yolanda said man only dominates because of the Stone Ages, but it's coming.
Oh, coming to what? Let it go back to the Stone Ages. There wouldn't be no trains. automobiles, train planes are automobiles. None of that. None of that. And so before it can come, let it go back to the Stone Ages. Who you think built this? Who you think created this device that we watching? No knock on women. I believe that women is beautiful, strong, understanding.
Brandy says, stop talking. She said, good for you, but still all she has to offer is SSA. What's SSA? Oh, ass.
Ass,
She
yeah.
just
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, what's wrong with that?
Like I said, a lot of women are engineers. We're
Baloney.
discredited.
Baloney. So what being an engineer? So what? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know,
If the world collapsed now and you had a bunch of women over here that had to carry wood from North Omaha to West Omaha to rebuild a house, you think that's going to happen?
I can say it like this. I got a bunch of dope-ass, beautiful women in my life. A bunch of dope-ass, beautiful women that's looking for a man.
Me too.
That's looking for a man.
Why they can't find one?
That's a good question.
And why they so dope and they can't find
But
one?
listen, they can have sex.
That's probably why they dope.
Every night of the week.
That box might got some crack to it.
Every night of the week, they can have sex. But
Right.
they can't find a stable relationship to save their lives.
Well, now, there's another part to this. And we discredit to men. This is 2023. Men has evolved also. They no longer need women to cook, clean, pay their bills, wash their clothes, and where they go to work and need a woman to cater to them.
That's a fact.
I know men, I got homeboys that do all of that.
I know.
And so,
I
with
honestly
the
say,
evolution, men evolve too.
I can honestly say I had a lot of wife traits from my prior situation. My prior relationship. What I mean by that is I used to come home and like cook, clean, and pay the bills and make doctor's appointments.
Right.
And now that I have somebody in my life that I don't have to do those things, but she's like a fucking little PR for me or a fucking
But do you need her to do that?
No. So we have those arguments.
Now that's
me
the
and
thing.
her have those arguments because
That's
I'm
the
like,
difference.
look, I don't need you to. Like,
I don't need you.
I like that you do this.
Yeah, and I appreciate that
but
you're doing
don't think I couldn't call the doctor
Right.
myself. But that's because I evolved into this creature that's able to do that because of because I had to. Now, if I had a motherfucker that was
already doing that, then you wouldn't be able to do it, and then you'd be dependent on women. It's 2023.
I think
men is no longer dependent on women. Men no longer even go after a relationship, especially after they see.
She said wife traits is just called being grown. Yes.
Wife traits? No way. No way.
Leland, I think you said it best. You said it's what? Being an adult.
Okay, but I still have.
I could have said it differently because I shouldn't have worded it as in wife traits.
Right, that's all I'm saying. But I wasn't saying it like that because it ain't like that. I know my guy, but this is man talk. Yeah. But now, so again, Brandy. The thing is that men, we have to humble ourselves. We have to say we need women. If we say we don't need women, you automatically ridicule. You must be a blade. I don't know what's wrong with him. What type of man think that women, what type of man talk about women like that? Like they probably saying now, like many hundreds and hundreds of women over the years I've been on this show think that I'm a chauvinist. Yes, I'm a chauvinist. Think that I'm a pig. Yes, I'm a pig. But if they was to meet me and to know me, I would never disrespect them, never know nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
And so, but I still feel that, like, men are forced to humble themselves. And if you don't, then you are considered something weird. And going back to the sex, and women don't have that much control anymore. Men run everything. We control the sex. You got pimps that don't even sleep with women.
Bad comes out and basically speaks up for black people and saying when you use the term "Make America Great Again," you're actually being racist.
Right.
And he said it should be considered a racial slur. Let's watch the clip. We'll be right back with.
How did we get to a point where we treated other human beings as slaves, and we're okay with that? When I see the "Make America Great Again," my comment is, do you accept that could possibly be construed as a racist remark? And most people, a lot of people, go, how could that be racist? Make America great again? I said, so just ask yourself from an African American experience, when was it ever great in America for the African American? When was it great? So if you're making it great again, it's not including them. So it's to teach us in the woke world to open up and accept the possibilities that our privilege has created blind spots for us. And maybe I haven't seen what is really happening yet in all my years.
I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of truth to that. And once they start humanizing African Americans, black people, whatever you want to call us, because what they're doing is they don't want to humanize us. Mm-hmm. That is the definition of somebody of another ethnic group saying, hey, this is not right. And somebody that has a powerful voice and a platform. People love him.
Right.
And for him to say that and say, you motherfuckers are saying, make America great again. Don't y'all think that's an underlining dig towards black people when America was never great for them? These people were slaves. They were segregated. All of these things. So give me a time frame to where black people, America was great to black people. It's still not.
Right.
With the impoverished communities we dealing with all of the fucking crimes being committed and all of the murders, what is great about America besides freedom? Because that's all that we have.
Right.
And we really don't even have that. Because we walk out of this door and get bumped up.
You got laws. You got to follow the laws.
Yeah.
You ain't free to do what you want.
Yeah. But they try to convince us that America is great. It never was great for black people. And I love him speaking up for the culture and actually saying like, yo, y'all bugging. When y'all say make America great again, it's actually a stab in the back to black people that know America was never great. It's no different than saying make Germany great again.
Right.
And then motherfuckers will be like, the Holocaust?
Well, it depends on if you're asking the Germans or the Jews. So it depends on who you're asking. It's all subjective. Now, with that said, I need for y'all to stay with me for a minute. I definitely have a different angle. The United States, manufacturally wise, educational wise, production wise, used to be the top scholar. We had the smartest engineers, techs. We was beating everybody to, even if it's a game, the space. If somebody wanted something, it came to us. All of that's gone. We had cities like Detroit, which was the original chocolate city.
Mo City.
Mo City. And it was auto manufacturers there that was black people was working in. And they lived good lives and had good homes. So when they say that's what I'm thinking of. Bring the factory jobs back. Bring the jobs back to the United States. Instead of out, you can't even call somebody and get a customer service agent that speaks English.
That's a fact.
That speak English. And so those jobs that's offshore means that there's less jobs for Americans. Now, would those jobs be divvied out evenly? Probably not, because nothing in life is fair. But should it be jobs to be divvied out to Americans? Yes.
I agree with you, man.
When they make that statement, that's my understanding. I'm not talking, if you're talking about slavery and of course and all that stuff, yes. And no, would I ever forget that? And am I even acting like, for me to even act like it does not exist? But when I think that those individuals are talking about America, there was a point in time where we was the top country. that people will send their citizens here to learn. That's over. You know what I'm saying?
I had
the highest dropout rate.
I had
You know what I'm
to make
saying?
the call yesterday to 2 different phone numbers for the same thing at my job, and they were literally, you could tell they were 2 Indians.
Foreign?
Yeah, 2 foreigners. And I was just like, damn, like we can't. And I hate even using the term this,
Right.
because I'm gonna be honest with you, I understand racism as black people do on a higher level than most people, but I hate to say. There's sometimes, man, it's so refreshing to see just a phone call from somebody that's from America. We don't get that anymore. And I agree with you. I didn't really think about it like you said, but all of our jobs are now being taken offshore, which is call centers. You can't call nowhere in America right now.
And that's on the low vibration. But dog, look how many dealerships, auto ships, rail yards, shipyards, you know what I'm saying? That somebody has to fulfill these jobs that are high paying jobs. That can buy homes, put money into the economy. So when they say make America great again, that's what I think they talking about.
Shout out to Cal, our co-host on Tuesdays. He said all the jobs that allow you to escape poverty without a degree are being taken away so that it's harder to escape your situation. Facts. Shout out to Cal. We're going to talk about the CDLs and how to get them and go through the process.
So Cal, you agree that let's make America great again.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
Let's make it great again. I'll go work at Ford and get $50 an hour, 50% off a car, and be able to buy everybody in my family a car and build a house from the ground up.
All right, so listen, man. Now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends and Caucasians. Listen, this is the smartest dumb people, man.
Universal Lee.
Universal Lee. Anthony Adu Johnson. This is the smartest dumb people, man. Y'all have a great night.
Peace.
All right, guys, what I need for you guys to go ahead and do is go over to our YouTube page. Make sure you like, subscribe there, and also check out our Instagram and make sure you follow us there, man. We'll give a follow back for sure. Holla at us. All right, guys, what I need.